Hello and welcome to Forever Rugby on Forever Sports for today's preview. Glasgow Warriors versus the Stormers, and pretty cool to see a couple of Scottish players rejoining the Glasgow Warriors from the World Cup. So 3 new additions to them, and the Stormers have named a very, very cool side, a very exciting side. And what for me has been the most interesting thing when it comes to the Stormers is the positions that a lot of these players have been named in over the past few weeks. We've seen Clayton Blommetjies at 10, for example, Ben Loader at 13 this weekend, and a new position for Evan ROOS as well. Interesting to see how he does there and whether that he might actually stay there this season, and what the thinking is between the jersey swap. So before I look at the two teams, please do smash a like on the video. Please do subscribe to the channel as well. Right, so hopefully the URC will start to get the attention it deserves this weekend. And look, no one's going to blame anybody for not having watched too much in the last 2 weeks. We had World Cups to watch, and World Cups to win if you're a South African fan. But now the attention does shift towards the URC, and the Stormers currently sit at the top of the table with 2 bonus point victories, a full house of points for them so far in the URC, and they go on tour now. They're at the Scotstown this weekend. Kickoff will be at 9:30, the same time, unfortunately, as the Sharks versus Ospreys. So you're going to have to pick one or two or get both sort of dual setup going for this weekend. But let's look at the team, shall we? For the home side, a couple of changes, a couple of big players in, the likes of Sione Tuipulotu, Sebastian Cancellara back there as well, Matt Ferguson. So let's go through it, shall we? In the front row, it is Ollie Kebble, Johnny Matthews, and Xander Ferguson. Second row, we'll see Greg Peterson linked up with Richie Gray. Solid tight 5, but I do think Stormers tight 5 probably has the power. I think the scrum battle is going to be very interesting. It's a good back row, really good back row. Matt Ferguson, Rory Dodge, and Sione Valenu. Nice, powerful, good runners in there. Nice, well-rounded back row as well. George Horn will partner Tom Jordan in the halfback pairing. Kyle Rowe, Sebastian Cancellara, the 2 wings. Sione Tuipulotu will be at outside centre with his captain, Stafford McDowell, at inside centre, Ollie Smith at full back. Then off the bench, it will be Angus Fraser, Jamie Batty, good player, Lucio Sordoni, Scott Cummings, Alex Samuel, Henko Fenter, the previous Sharks flank, and a 6-2 split, Jamie Dobie, Duncan Weir, the 2 Glasgow Warriors backline replacements. If we look at the Stormer side, this is how they line up. So Natalie Bashir will captain the side at tight 10. He's got Joseph Dweba and Addy Vermaak next to him in that front row. Big season now for Joseph Dweba. Dion Free, for example, came in and covered hooker for the World Cup, but I think that Bongi Benambi might not make the next World Cup cycle. We have to wait and see. Dion Free won't be in the next World Cup cycle. Malcolm Marx will be, but he's got to be stand up and be counted now. Johan Krabbelas pushing really hard. Akafana Merva is back in South Africa. Andre Hugo Venter will be putting Joseph Dweba under a bit of pressure. I'm a big fan of the likes of Kieran van Vuren, for example. So there's a lot of good hookers coming through for South Africa, and if Joseph Dweba wants to get himself back in the mix, he needs to have a really big URC season. He'll know. That's the one thing with the Springbok coaches. He'll know what it is he has to work on. They would have told him, what his issues are, where, they think he needs to improve to be part of that squad, and that's what he'll be looking to try and fix this season. For me, brilliant second row here, Ben Jason Dixon, Ruben van Heerden. I think Ben Jason Dixon has Springbok written all over him. Proper workhorse, gets around the park, brings nice physicality, but such a good defender. And then Ruben van Heerden, very good line operator. Great to have him back in South Africa playing his rugby. Billy Engelberg, Evan ROOS, Kike Marabe. I mean, what a loose trio that is. Evan ROOS in the number 7 jersey. Interesting to see if he will stay there. Are we looking at a PSF toy replacement, for example, a new position, new season for Evan ROOS? Is this just to allow for different combinations? Be interesting to see. Herschel Yankees will partner Jean-Luc Duplessis, who is back. Clayton Blommetjies drops down to the bench. Leon Zas, Angelo David are the 2 species. In the centre, Sasha Fayman Gomezulu will look to continue his electric start to the season. He's going to have Ben Loader outside, and he'll start outside centre. Warwick Galant, the boogeyman, back in the country, and just cooking as usual. The reserve front row is a very good one. The young Andre Hugo Venter, next to lots of good experience in the likes of Lizo Goboka and Brock Harris, RJ Smith, Gary Porter, Marcel Tiersen. It is the 6-2 split with 2 locks in the form of Smith and Porter. So a lot of big lads coming on in the second half. Stefan Unger, a very nice tactical scrum half. Clayton Blommetjies, X factor, can now cover 10 apparently, and 15 and 14. So he is the man that makes the 6-2 split available, as well as the likes of Sasha Fayman Gomezulu can go into 10, can go into 15. Ben Loader can go onto the wing. Warwick Galant talks about him being playing at 13, for example. So it's a good storm aside. It'll be interesting to see how they cope with the conditions and what the conditions will be. It is the beginning of November, so things will start to get colder over there and wetter, which means we know that our teams will have to start to adapt to sort of during the tour. So interesting to see how they do adapt to these conditions. I want to know what your score predictions are down in the comments below. Please do smash the like on the video. Please do subscribe to the channel as well. Thank you very much for watching. My name is Steve. I'll chat to you soon.